Now on Talking Solutions, welcome back our friend Don Miller from Hope Link of Southern Nevada.
Hi, Terry.
And you've also brought along Juliann Dwyer. I need to know what's going on with Hope Link of Southern Nevada because you guys always have something going on.
We do. It's been a while since we've been on your show. We have been very, very busy with our outreaches to the senior communities and to other communities, trying to make sure that people are housed and fed, power on, the water on, gas on, so that they can survive. We've been very, very busy with that, with the outreach particularly. We've partnered with some other organizations in town to provide services for them. We've partnered with churches to help with their benevolence programs because our case management is just superior. I say that because I was lead case manager and now as senior programs manager, I've shifted titles, but we have a great staff over there. We've grown to about 15. That's not a whole lot. We were 12, but we've added 3 new case managers.
Percentage-wise, that's a big bump.
That's a big bump, yeah. It makes the office pretty crowded because we're still in the same small place in Old Henderson, but it's becoming a very, very busy season for us this time.
And for people who don't know about Hope Link of Southern Nevada, you mentioned being in Old Town Henderson. Henderson is a big part of the area that you serve.
It's our primary area, but with our outreaches, we are now valley-wide. We really have expanded that far. We are in North Las Vegas, East Las Vegas, Southwest Las Vegas in our outreach, and it just continues to grow. So we feel like God's really blessed what we've done.
And you've been awarded for your work.
Yes, we were. We were awarded Outstanding Charity of 2015. We have been nominated this year as well. It's great. But, those kinds of things are relatively unimportant in the big scope of things because the people who work there at Hope Link, what I admire most about them is their heart. They really are there because they want to make some changes in people's lives.
And I understand we've now just started Hope Week.
Yes, we actually started yesterday morning. I know people are maybe a little groggy having changed their clocks, but we're asking you, if you change your clocks and you change your smoke alarm batteries, why don't you help change a life today? Hope Week is an online giving week. We're asking people to go online and donate to help house homeless families for the holidays and beyond. There's a huge part of populations in our town who are, because of temporary setbacks, evicted to the streets or to live in their cars or in the cold. Those are children, families, and seniors. And because it's so important at this time of year, and we're out of funding for emergency shelter, this is our way of trying to supplement, to fill the need, to keep these people housed and fed with their lights on through the holidays and hopefully beyond, so we can help to meet that need. Everyone wants to have a place to call home during the holidays.
This has got to be a really busy time of year as far as needs.
It's a real busy time, period, in any nonprofit, because when you have the holidays, you have always increased needs. But we decided to do this November 4th through 10th because this is the only way we're really going to help keep people housed. We've done quite a great job. We're just out of funding right now, and we are looking for a goal of $10,000 to $15,000, which will help us put people up in places and help them get starts to get over the crises that happen. Because, Terry, crises happen all the time. If it's crazy medical bills for 1 month, or an outstanding power bill that you just couldn't catch up with, or a sudden loss of income because somebody got laid off, that happens frequently during the holidays. Hope Link is there to help people during those times to get over that hump and get back on their feet. Unfortunately, many people are, as I said, evicted to the streets, and we just can't see that happen.
A lot of people don't have that savings account with 6 months for the emergencies. Your car may go down and you need $1,000 right now and you don't have it, and that kind of event can actually put you out on the streets.
Right. Our primary population we work with is what we call the working poor. They're people who are employed, probably a little underemployed, making either minimum wage or just above, trying to make ends meet. We vet people that we serve to make sure that they're qualified for everything, and these are the kinds of people we help. But because they're just that one paycheck away from the streets, every moment that they live and survive is just right on that edge. And sometimes people, when they fall over the edge, we're there to pick them up.
How do people get to Hope Link? Are they referred to you?
There's a lot of different ways, actually. Anybody can call Hope Link if they need some services at 702-566-0576, or they can come to our offices at 178 Westminster Way. Best place is just find us online at link2hope.org. That's link2hope.org. And that's where our donate button is for Hope Week. That's where information is about the services we provide, and a link for you to get connected.
I like this idea of Hope Week.
We thought, this holiday season is going to be so busy, but rather than just get caught up in all the festivities, what are we going to do to manage the biggest problem with the largest population out there who are going to have a need? And what's the use of us trying to provide Christmas gifts and things like that to people who don't have a place to live? So we made the executive decision to do this, have a drive, hoping that people will respond. $20, $50, just something small for the holidays to help us be able to keep people housed.
I know how it is working with charities. Even though you have increased the staff of people who are working for HopeLink, it's still a small group. You guys are all busy with all kinds of things. And when it comes to trying to raise those funds, it can be so labor intensive to be able to set up something like Hope Week. It's all online, where if you go to the website, link the number 2hope.org and donate what you can to help take care of those needs during the holidays especially. That is a simple way to do what you need to do.
We don't have a big network. We are actually supported by the gifts of people in the community who aren't bigwigs. We don't have those people on our board, but we have a tremendous ability to manage people well when they get into our case management, to be able to ensure that the money that people give goes where it needs to. You know, we all work nonprofit, which means, of course, we don't make much money, right? But we're very, very happy to be able to do this. One of the things that makes our programs go so well is the fact that we now have a few more case managers to be able to manage all the outreaches that we have going on. But the fact that we have developed such great partnerships with organizations in town that provide services to our clients free of charge or discounted or in a special arrangement with HopeLink, like Hear Clear for Less. It's an organization in town that provides hearing aid evaluations for our senior citizens. Station Casinos and other places help with employment, helping our people get jobs. One of the partners that we're working with for Hope Week is Hash House A Go-Go. The people over there have always been very supportive of HopeLink, and now with Hope Week, their Stephanie location and their West Sahara location on Friday, November 10th, are hosting a Hope Week evening where people can come, and part of the proceeds from food and beverage sales will go to HopeLink's program here trying to keep people housed for the holidays. And we'll have raffle, we'll have all kinds of fun stuff, but Hash House has been just a terrific partner.
So that's coming up Friday.
This coming Friday, the 10th.
All the links on our Talking Solutions
Wonderful.
Facebook page, along with a podcast of our discussion today.
Thanks so much, Terry.
Happy to do it. So what else do you have going on?
You and I always talk about me being in charge of all the senior citizens. We've increased our program where we donate to senior communities to about 17 senior communities now. We deliver about 20,000 pounds a month. We expanded into dry goods, fruits, vegetables, and all to seniors at the end of the month when they are most out of money and still have a month left. So we provide food delivered to their places where they're at, the senior community they go to, the place that they live, because many of them are shut in. They don't have transportation to go get groceries. We try to do that and then connect with them further on down the line to see how we can help them in other ways so they could be a little bit more stable. HopeLink is all about stability, how to create stability in lives with incomes that would completely decry it. With our senior populations, that's what we do so well. Most seniors we deal with are living on $700 a month with $550 rent.
Oh, I can't imagine.
How do you do that? And so when I meet with them, oftentimes I can help increase their spendable income, or at least their flexibility in spending, so they don't have all the stresses. It's stressful enough having to be 80 years old, but how do you manage being 80 years old and not sure when your next meal's coming from? That's where my heart is, as you know. Many other programs, we have Candy Cane Kids coming up in December, which is, of course, a big party that we put on for a lot of our clients who are under active case management and have achieved their goals and have children, where we provide gifts for them for the holidays and a little bit of a party. You know, the place where we're at in the community down there, we're in the baddest part of Henderson, there's not a whole lot of celebration going on for the holidays. You don't see many Christmas lights and things like that because it's the poorest community of all. So for us to throw a little party for them with entertainment and balloons and face painting and games and music and dancing and stuff like that is a huge success. Every year we get like 500-600 people. That's going to be coming up. I think it's on Saturday, December 16th. It's going to be just very nice. This whole season is coming up.
And it's going to go fast like it always does.
One of the things that we do have coming up, which Juliann is here and she's very much aware of, is our Thanksgiving for Seniors. Every year for the past 18 years, HopeLink has partnered with St. Thomas More Catholic Community to bring home-cooked full meals for Thanksgiving Day to the doors of seniors at, this year it's going to be 20 communities, right, Juliann?
Yes, we label it at our parish GLOWS. God's love overflowing with service. The whole community comes together at St. Thomas More. Our staff, our parishioners volunteer to come and deliver meals to all the seniors that may go without a meal that day because they don't have extended family or Meals on Wheels doesn't deliver that day. And last year we did over 900 meals. It went out to 525 different addresses, and we had 290 families that came to Mass at 9:30 and then went out and delivered the hot meal to these parishioners. We thank our volunteers for doing this by having a breakfast for them the morning before Mass happens. It is such a community gathering of people that are so happy to be going out and helping others. You know, some of our seniors like to be visited with because they're going to be alone all day long. And a lot of our parishioners will stay and visit with them. The stories that have come out from these visits is remarkable, and how families are going back and visiting some of these seniors throughout the year.
Building relationships.
Yes, it's wonderful. And some of our parishioners might get to a house and they're not there. We say, that's great, because then that means they went with someone else for the day. Then we take that meal, we find homeless people on the street and give that to them. It's a fabulous opportunity, and we work hard to get it put together. It is a hot meal, as Don said. When they come in after Mass, they get a container that's divided. We're serving them the hot food right in those containers, and then they also get a little goodie bag to go with it, with pie, utensils, and drink. Also a little type of remembrance for this Thanksgiving.
Dawn, isn't that the tchotchke you brought by me last year?
Yes, I did. Terry, this is precision like you've never seen. I went last year on Thanksgiving Day. I watched the whole process happen, and it is incredible. The people come in, they have their breakfast, they move out, go to Mass, they transform within 10 minutes that entire area into a serving area. They return from Mass, come in, pick up the name, pick up the meals, and they head out the door. It's incredible how this whole flow works, but they've done it for 18 years. HopeLink's participation in this is largely to get names and addresses to them and get consents of these apartment communities and senior communities, get them all that, and then they do all the work. It's truly an incredible experience to watch.
Like military precision.
And we take the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday before Thanksgiving. We have our volunteer parishioners come in and recall all of the people that we've been given the slips on, just to make sure they're going to be home and checking on their address, telling them that we will be there with a meal. And we also ask them if they would like a visit at the same time or just be handed the meal.
I think the phone call to that senior, just the verification that you really are coming on Thanksgiving. And wow, you will stay and visit if I desired. That's pretty wonderful. It puts the giving in Thanksgiving, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
These are all the parishioners who are giving their entire Thanksgiving day to this cause. While other families are at home enjoying their stuff and doing all their fellowship, here's an entire church full of parishioners who every year do the same thing, and it's really wonderful. We are so proud. It's been like 18 years we've done this together.
And just a little bit before that, the senior housing down in Henderson, we would go there and help serve the meals and sing for them, and then they did away with that program. So this was fabulous to come after that and be able to help those people.
You gotta believe, Juliann, that all of the parishioners go home after their day where they have delivered these Thanksgiving meals, and when they sit down to their own Thanksgiving dinners with their families, they are giving thanks for even more than they might otherwise.
Absolutely. Before we started this, we didn't have a Mass on Thanksgiving morning. We did have our normal 8:30 Mass, but we incorporated the Mass into it. And if you just came to that Mass, it's so alive with music. Everybody is so happy to be there, and they feel like they're giving back on Thanksgiving Day and being thankful to God for all that they have.
And they really are.
Yes.
That's just a warm fuzzy. I'm kind of getting tingly just thinking about it. Don, you got all kinds of things going on with HopeLink.
I know, and this is kind of a feather in our cap to be able to be partnered with such a wonderful organization as St. Thomas More Catholic Community. They've been so great to us. They provide HopeLink with a lot of internal resources that we need during the year. I think, could do Christmas in September, where they gather paper towels and plates and things like that that we need inside, toilet tissues and stuff, and provide that to us one time a year in Mass so that we don't have to spend our our own resources or donated monies on just running the place. So the partnership that we have together is wonderful. We also do a lot of outreach to their communities as well that they serve. People who come in there are directed to HopeLink, and we do some case management to try to help move people into self-sufficiency.
Your partners do some wonderful things, and we want to make sure that we remind everyone also that coming up this next Friday, the 10th, is the event that's happening with Hash House A Go-Go.
Yes.
Don, you said it was the Stephanie location in Henderson and also the one on West Sahara, which I believe is the original location.
Yes, indeed. Both places. So it's this Friday, about 5 p.m. Just show up to Hash House A Go-Go. You're going to go out to eat anyways, probably. So why not show up there? HopeLink will be in both places. Half of our staff will be at one location. The other one will have the other half of the staff. We'll be doing raffles. Sam Adams is generously donating kegs of beer. And every glass of beer that is taken from one of those kegs, HopeLink gets a buck or two. It's really terrific. We couldn't do what we do without our partners. And that is this Friday at Hash House A Go-Go.
Be ready to take home leftovers. Been there, done that.
Yeah.
I like to call them the House of Big Food.
That's for sure.
It's all really good. It's just there's a lot of
House
it.
of Big Food.
That's right. Also, just started Hope Week.
Yes.
And this is your online opportunity to donate
Right now.
to HopeLink of Southern Nevada.
Right, just keep the radio on, move over to your computer, type in link, the numeral 2, hope.org. You'll see a donate button up on the right. Click on it and throw us a few bucks so we can keep people housed and fed with the lights on through the holidays.
The key is, too, Don, that we all just do a few bucks, and it adds up to a whole bunch of bucks when we all work together.
Yeah. A lot of people don't realize it. $20 to us, we can buy $60 worth of services. A lot of people, for instance, when they come in with, I've got 2 bags of groceries, we're very thankful for that. But if you spent $30 on that 2 bags of groceries, if you were to give us $30, we could buy $90 worth of groceries. We have 3 times the spending power for every donated dollar. And so if you think it doesn't feel so much to just swipe my credit card or send a check, it's incredible what that does. And when a lot of people do that, it keeps us alive. As I said, we're not the big charities in town. We've been here for 26 years. But we rely on a large number of people with open purses and open wallets whenever we ask. And we're very, very thankful for that, especially this week.
Well, and when it comes to donating groceries, although that's a very loving thing to do, you already mentioned that you got a few more employees in an already small space. So where are you going to store all these donations?
Well, we actually have 2 very small pantries on site, and they're pantries for emergency provisions for people who come in and don't have enough to get through the weekend. Our whole goal is not just to provide food for somebody, but to find out why they need the food. What's the problem that underlies it? So we will always try to help meet the immediate need, but set a time where our case managers can meet with them and find out what's going on in their spending or their expenses, where we could help streamline that for them and help them not have this food insufficiency. You know, 3 Square just put something out that said 1 in 4 children go hungry every single day.
Wait, it's 1 in 4?
It was 1 in 5, now it's 1 in 4. Yeah, you think, here we are in America, the land of the plenty, and we have this kind of a problem. Doesn't make sense.
And after talking to 3 Square, which I do all the time, I know that it's not as much an issue of not enough food being available. It's the logistics. It's getting it from point A to point B, getting the excess food in grocery stores and produce, all kinds of things. The excess food needs to be put in the right place so that it feeds those hungry people.
Right. And with Hope Week, for instance, a very similar thing applies. If we just have the money, we can take care of the managing of people and getting them housed and getting them on the track. But without the money, we just can't do it. We have the resources to be able to manage it and to be able to get the stuff done if people would just throw us a $20.
Makes a huge difference. Well, you know, Don, you're mentioning that when people come to you with those emergency needs, you're trying to ascertain, find out what exactly is the problem that puts you in this situation. That gets me to the spot with Talking Solutions. What can we do to help you?
That's always a wonderful question to be asked. And, you know, at this time of year, this being Hope Week, as I said, go to your computer, type in link, the number 2 hope.org, make a donation. We are having Christmas come up, and if anybody out there, any organizations are interested in providing some gifts for some of the children under our case management who would otherwise get nothing, we welcome your phone call to 702-566-0576. We are going to be doing that. I think it's a week or 2 preceding the 16th of December, so that's not too far away.
All of the holiday stuff is really coming up fast.
I know, it just comes up. It was just August.
Well, you know this happens every year. We should know better, right? I will put all the links and everything, of course, on the
Wonderful.
Talking Solutions
Thank you.
Facebook page, along with the podcast of our discussion. Juliann, you're here with us for the first time.
Yes.
I got to ask you the same question. Talking Solutions, what can we do to help you?
Prayers. Prayer works wonderful. It's having those families in our parish come forward and sign up for these meals. I know we are out there after all the masses, having people sign up, and just the needs. We do go out and buy all of the food to prepare. We have some wonderful parishioners that will take home the stuffing and get it prepared and bring it in the morning, and we put them in the hot ovens. Honestly, prayer. We pray for everyone. We pray for success. We pray that everyone has a meal that day because we want everyone to enjoy their Thanksgiving.
How many senior dinners did you do last year?
926.
Wow. Even more maybe this year?
It goes up every single year. There's a lot of senior citizens who are, this way I see it, they're dumped off to retire by their families and then they never see their families again. And so there's a greater population of that. This is a desirable community for seniors. There's a lack of senior housing, but there's always seniors out there who don't have anybody else, So we try to identify communities. There's a limited number we can go to, but last year I think we did 16 communities. This year we'll do 20 communities. And plus, Meals on Wheels doesn't deliver on holidays, and so we take that over for Thanksgiving, which is another couple hundred meals. So I anticipate if it was 925 this past year, we're going to easily go to 1,100.
You talk seniors kind of on their own. Over time, we lose people, and you have less of that supporting structure of family. Fortunately, we have Hope Link of Southern Nevada who can help people not just exist, but have a better quality of life.
Yep, it's important.
It is Hope Week. Chance for you to help Hope Link. Log on. Link, 2hope.org. That's link, 2hope.org. Don Miller from Hope Link of Southern Nevada and Juliann Dwyer. Thank you so much for joining us today on Talking Solutions.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Talking Solutions is a production of the Community Relations Department here at Beasley Media Group Las Vegas. Get more information on today's topic on our Talking Solutions page on Facebook, where you will also find links and a podcast of today's show. Thanks for listening, and have a great week.